Bill O'Reilly and Ben Carson are going to discuss why secular progressives dislike him so much. Let's watch.
Maybe that's why the far left continues to hammer the doctor.
Why would someone running for president, yes, sadly it's Ben Carson, lay the blame on those young people out in Oregon who were just killed by a mass murder? It's pathetic.
He could separate conjoined twins, but he can't separate fact from fiction. He said, I personally believe that this theory that Darwin came up with was something that was encouraged by the adversary.
Right. They did, right.
Ben Carson really thinks that he can rally people against a mass shooter. I think he's overestimating how inspiring his presence might be.
And joining us now from Boynton Beach, Florida, is Dr. Carson. So there's something about you. I mean, Trump, the far left feels is, you know, kind of a showman. You know, they're kind of supercilious about him, arrogant about him. He's just not worthy. But you, there's something about you that really annoys the secular progressives. What is that?
Well, I think it's the fact that I simply won't submit to their nonsense and do things the way that they think they should be done. And I will not talk the way that they think I should talk and embrace the ideals that they think should be embraced. How dare someone like me actually think for themselves? And, you know, it was interesting. Yesterday I was at a book signing in Tennessee, and we were having a little press conference, and one of the people said, are the controversial things that you're saying hurting you? And I said, well, first of all, they're only controversial to you, left-wing media, because you take them out of context and you try to reinterpret them. I said, do you think they're controversial to look around you? I said, there's 2,000 people here coming to have their book signed. Do you think it's controversial to them? Obviously not. People are very enthusiastic, and it's interesting that everybody comes up to me everywhere I go and they say, please don't submit to those media people. Do not do it. You'd have to stand up for us.
Now, do you think there's a color thing in play here at all?
Big Bill, what happened, man? You're always the guy who says the left always playing the race card. Well, what was that right there? What was that? Do you think race has something to do with this? Maybe they just hate you because you're black. Who's playing the race card, buddy? That's you. It's everything these guys say is just out-and-out projection. They do the same thing when it comes to indoctrinating kids. The liberals are indoctrinating kids. Anyway, can we put in the curriculum to teach intelligent design or creationism alongside evolution? Put non-science in the science classes. Is that cool? Can we say that Reagan founded America in the history books? Can we try that? You guys are guilty of the things you accuse the left of being guilty of. No, Bill, obviously our dislike for Ben Carson has nothing to do with his skin color. We dislike him because he says ridiculous things. And they always try to make it, notice, it's a very old political trick. They always try to make it so that when the left specifically is going after dumb ideas, like Maher laid out there, the fact that Ben Carson believes in the devil. So when we attack ideas like, oh my God, you believe in the devil, you're a silly person, how can I trust you being president with your finger on the red button if you believe in the devil? They try to say, well, why are you doing personal attacks against me? There's no personal attacks here. They're disagreeing with you, and they're disagreeing with you because you have ridiculous beliefs. But they always play that game, man. They used to do the same thing when it came to the Iraq War. They wouldn't have a conversation about the Iraq War because it was a failure and it was horrendous. They would talk about people talking about the Iraq War. So if liberals were talking about the Iraq War and saying negative things about the Iraq War, they would just say, well, why are these liberals being anti-American in the sense that they're not 100% on board with this war? Are they anti-American? They should stop talking about the war like that. So now, again, they're no longer talking about the facts of the war because the facts are against them. They're talking about people talking about the Iraq War. This is the same trick that they're doing here. They don't want to talk about the ideas and the substance behind what Carson is saying because the substance is ridiculous. So what do? They talk about people talking about Ben Carson. Why are you talking about him in any negative way whatsoever? You do realize he's black, right? You can't disagree with any black person lest you be a racist. And then also notice how at other times they'll come out and make arguments like, yeah, blacks, they only voted for Obama because he's black. Ben Carson is a nice way to test your theory here. What percentage of the black vote is he going to get? Negative 18% is what he's going to get. Oh, and also, Herman Cain. What percentage of the black vote did he get? If he had made it to the general election, what percentage of the black vote would he have gotten? How about Alan Keyes? Remember him? What percentage of the black vote would he get? Again, roughly negative 812%. Because these guys, it's about their ideas, it's about their policies. Yes, to the far right, let me address them here and say, yes, black people have brains, and they can hear what they're saying, and they can judge based on the merits of their policies. And a guy like Ben Carson is just an absolute joke. It's amazing that he's a neurosurgeon. Apparently, all of his intelligence has been focused on that one area, because in every other area, he doesn't know dick.